So I'd never worked for myself before. I'd always had jobs in corporate companies, and I'd been a member of Meta4 Mastermind. I'd been a member of Meta4 Mastermind, and I saw how the accountability and the goal setting that you did with the group kind of really motivated people. And so when I was thinking about taking the leap and setting up my business, I knew that I needed you in my life. And I think that's why I wanted to work with you from right from the beginning, from the get-go, because I suppose it gave me the confidence to take that scary step and leave the world of employment.
Brilliant. So what was the realities of working with a coach against your original expectations?
So I think it's been everything I'd hoped it would be, and then some more. You push and you challenge me in a way that friends and family just can't. And I think that, I come away from every session with a light bulb moment. I'm full of ideas and the possibilities about what I could achieve. So I think the coaching has been what I thought it would be, but it's also, given me a lot more as well.
Oh, that's lovely to hear. Lovely to hear. So share with us some of the value that you receive personally. Forget about it professionally for a minute. Just what's changed for you personally?
I think it's around confidence. I think working with you, it feels like I've got my own little cheerleader, and having that kind of that regular support and that accountability, it's made me feel like I'm not on my own, and it's kind of made me feel like I can do anything, if I've got you in my back pocket.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So what did you love most about the business coaching program?
I think it would have to be the accountability. I think it's so easy to think I'll do that when I've got time, or I can do that on my own, I'll make time for it. But I think that having those people around you to make you accountable, and having that monthly session where I know that I've got to have done my goals and done my objectives that I set out at the previous session, I think that is just transformational, really. I think the program also gave me the focus and the structure that I needed, but also to have that work-life balance. It is really tough and you do have to be disciplined, but I feel like you've shown me that that's possible, and you can grow a business and also have a great work-life balance. So it's possible to not be working 24/7, which feels amazing.
Oh, that's good. So let's get down into some of the nitty-gritties then, Anita. What would you pull out as being the most significant improvements? And I want to talk about, the number of clients, the amount of clients, outcomes, revenue, that kind of thing. What's been most significant for you?
I think one of the biggest things has to be around productivity. I suppose it's kind of difficult to define, but creating all of those slick processes, those templates, blocking out time, it's such a simple thing, and I know it's one of your real passions, but it really does work, and it means that I feel a lot more in control of my work, of my clients, of my diary, and specifically in terms of results that I've seen over the last year, my sales have doubled. My retainer clients have doubled. I'm hitting my sales targets every month, and I've got a great work-life balance. So, what more could I want than that, really?
Oh, that's lovely. It's lovely. So I think you were quite unusual in that you came to a business coach right from the get-go of starting your business. Yeah. And what found and what I did myself was, I tried for many years to make it happen on my own. And I actually feel that's quite impossible to do now. So what would you say to anyone who was at the start of their business journey like you about working with a coach or going it alone?
Get a coach. 100%. you're able to achieve things far quicker than you would on your own. You know, that there are things that I've achieved that I would have spent months thinking too much about, analysing, thinking, shall I do it this way, shall I do it that way, making mistakes, then having to redo things. And working with a coach from the beginning means that you've got all of their experience about running a business straight away, so you can be super efficient and not have to make all of those mistakes. And I think you always make mistakes in business, and everybody makes mistakes, especially in the first year. But I think working with a coach from the get-go hugely reduces those mistakes, and it just means that you can fly a lot quicker
and be making money more quickly.
And get into great habits. You know, those having that great great work-life balance is only possible because I've kind of set things up the way that I have, thanks to your program from the beginning. And I think once you get into the habit of working those long hours and working a weekend, it's very difficult to pull it back. So if you can set things up, I suppose, in a start as you mean to go on kind of way, I think if you can set those up from the beginning, it's just invaluable.
I love it. It's such good advice to any business owner starting up, to just start as you mean to go on, make those great habits, start working with the people that you love to work with and all the services you want to deliver, make the money you want to make right from the get-go. You don't need to go through that
pain,
stress and pain. Don't put yourself through it. Brilliant. Well, thanks for sharing, Anita. And I'm so excited to see where your business is going, because I love seeing, you know, all your gorgeous branding out there on socials and the lovely collaborations you're making, and just the huge impact you're making with your copywriting is incredible. So keep up the amazing work.
Thank you.